Hey, true believers, another day, another vlog, and another opportunity to work on Hero's weak foot, which is his left foot. So this time what we're doing is we are going off to the extreme. Normally we'd be practicing in the center, which is not ideal. Most of the time when people attack, they attack off to the sides. So he has an angle, a small angle, where he has where he can shoot. So we're trying to get him used to shooting with his left foot on a small angle for him to work with over here on this goal. And as you can see, we're in the middle of the Omicron pandemic, and there's nobody here except us, which is fine with us. As you can see, we're still practicing social distancing, we're still practicing protocols. We are the only ones out here, and we prefer it that way. Even if there's other people over here, the field is big enough. But the point is that even though we're in the middle of a pandemic, we're in the middle of a health crisis, we're using it as an opportunity to maintain, to get ahead, to get more ahead, and especially work on his left foot. Maybe if this didn't happen, we wouldn't have the time or opportunity to work on his left foot. And it's like, why work on your left foot when a bad right foot is still better than a good left foot? So, but in this situation, what we're attempting is make sure that his left foot is just as perfect as his right foot. Okay, so we're gonna do some samples. As you can see, it's off to the side, so he's gonna have a more difficult angle to work with. So go ahead, we'll take some practice shots. So he's gonna line up. Good, see? And worst case scenario is if a shot is too wide, then his teammates have an opportunity to kick it in as if it was a cross. But we're gonna try to, especially as the angles get more extreme, but we're gonna try to first and foremost try to score even though it's at an angle like that. Okay, it's better for it to be wider than to be too much to the left. Okay, let me get another angle so you can appreciate it. There. And as usual, he's wearing his turf shoes, even though we like the cloudy conditions where the sun is not. Okay, you see how it's not. Look how dry this ground is. So the spikes are not gonna dig into that. So we stuck with it, even though it's cloudy. It looks like it's gonna rain. That's just overcast. Here's with his right. You can see the right's no problem because he's got a good wide angle. It's when you have a narrow angle it becomes a problem. So we'll do a skill move and then okay, just practice. Skill move to make space, and then practice. So what we're trying to do is turn this, and if the shot is wide, then at least it would be a good cross. So we're gonna try to make it error on the cross side versus where it just goes out, where it's too short. So first and foremost, we're gonna try to go for it to go in, but if not, then like that would be a cross. So turn into a cross. So if his teammates are there, then that would have been a goal. If they were there to kick it in or head it in, that one would be a kicked in. Skill move to make space. There. As you can see, by the time he gets here, the angle gets pretty narrow, like that. See, there's not that much space now. So if it doesn't go in and it goes further to the right, then at least it could turn into a cross. That's if his teammates are making a run. If his teammates aren't making a run, then there's nothing he can do about it. The only thing he can do is try to score himself. His teammates need to be there to ensure that he gets an assist and they get a goal if this shot turns into a cross instead of a shot on goal. See, like that one. Let me get another angle. All right, we're gonna name this video how to shoot and cross with your weak left foot. See, that's a cross. Good cross. Let's turn some of them into headers. Okay, give it some lift. So turn your cross into a highlight with a header goal. So that would have been a good cross. So it's like good cross, good cross. If it goes in, then good shot. There you go, good shot. And this is how you cross and shoot with your left foot. Practice. Nice. Practice, practice, practice. That's how, same way you get the Carnegie Hall. Practice, practice, practice. Good one. Okay. And if that was wide, that would have been a great header. Okay. So try to make sure to get good follow through so you can get it off the ground. But anyway, even if it's on the ground and it's wide, they could still get it. I mean, your teammate should be able to support and get it. Here we go again. Boom. There. Goal. See? Good job. Practice. So as you can see, not only can he shoot with his left foot, but he can shoot even at narrow angles to the side or across. So that's what our mornings are like. Get ahead, stay ahead, get more ahead. Okay, now that was a cross. Grounder cross. Support would have came in easily and scored a goal. Cross, good cross. See, that's how you shoot and cross. That's how you cross with your left foot, with your weak foot. Practice, practice, and more practice. We'll practice as many times as it takes. Good cross. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do my best, or make an attempt here to play support and make sure that this ball goes in. Oh. That was a good cross, but I'm a bad teammate. Good cross though. Great cross. See? Shot turned into a cross. So that's why the teammates have to still attack, because you never know if the shot turns into a cross. You have to be there. Okay, try again. Let's try again. I'll be ready this time. You know what? I'm not even gonna make an attempt at it. I'm just gonna document it just to show you how. Okay, that wasn't right. Okay, but that's all right. That's why we practice. That's why we're here. Practice, practice, practice. Let's try that again. I told them either you're gonna make a great shot or a great cross, not a bad shot or a bad cross. Actually, that's a good cross. That was a pretty good cross. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna see if he can get his cross over here on this side over here, so he has more angle. So if the ball travels here between me and between this pole and me, then it's a good cross. So I'm just getting him so that way they got good opportunities at scoring. Okay. Not a bad cross, but a cross, but not as good. So what we want to do is give the right wing an opportunity, because the right wing will be coming in this direction. to score with his cross. So if he can't finish with a score, then his teammate, his right wing, should be able to clean up with the cross. So he'll get the glory of saying, "Oh, what a great ball cross with his left even." But if he could score, then that's fine. But if you can get it right here in front of me, well, actually that was good. That was a good header. Good cross. Okay, so that was a great header cross. If I was a right wing, I would have loved that cross, and it would have been a great header. Good job. Okay, let's get some water. Okay, that last one was actually a great cross. It was exactly going right to my head. Great distance, great placement, right level, away from the defender, away from the goalkeeper especially. So if his teammate would have gotten that header in there like that, it would have been, the crowd would have went wild. And if he was able to do that as a teammate, he would be like one of the best teammates ever to be able to make that goal possible. Hey! Okay, good cross. Try to shoot. This next one, shoot for the goal. So this is good practice because somebody has to. Nice, very nice. Look at that. This is good practice because somebody on the team has to be able to attack and be able to shoot with his left on that side. Okay, be able to cross and shoot with his left on that side. Because most people would go down this way and then head to the right. Oh, it's all the defenders are over here. But if you can go over there where there's space and take a good shot, then you have the advantage. So that's what we're doing, practicing his shots. So that was a great example. And it's starting to rain, as you can see. So more left. See what this turns into, a shot or a cross. Actually, that was a good cross. Good cross, but it's raining heavily, so we gotta stop. Okay, so we switched over here to the right side or the right wing position, and we got a few issues here. The first issue is look at this, the grass is too tall over here. See that they mowed it up to this point, which is really not that far. So we can't really get an extreme angle. Ideally, I want this spot over here, but as you can see, the grass is too thick. And since this side is not used as much because it's kind of an extreme, we had to switch him over to FG because the grass is too thick and the little rubber studs are too short, and they would most likely slip on the taller grass. So I switched him over here to the right side, and because his psoas major, his left groin, was starting to get sore from, we were like shooting for over an hour on that side. So I said, you know what, let's shoot over here on the right side. So the key to being a wing, especially over here, if you're a right wing, you need to be able to cross with your left foot and then shoot with your right foot. Everybody can shoot with the right foot, but crossing with your left foot is something we could practice on. So that way he's very versatile. So he's comfortable with the striker position, but if you could put him on the left wing or the right wing, then I want him to be comfortable with both positions, because over there as a left wing, that used to be Manchester United's Cristiano Ronaldo's position, he can cross with his left and shoot with his right. That's why a lot of left wings don't really cross, because they'd rather shoot, because they're not very good at crossing with their left. But as you can see, Hero can shoot with both his left, and we just practice crossing. So we just want to make him as versatile on the field as possible so he can fill all the positions needed as a forward. So go ahead, so the problem is that we don't have much of an angle and much of a distance, but that's okay. So I gave him this patch over here, which is nice thick grass. That's why we changed him over. So his practice shooting with your practice shooting with your right or crossing with your right. Okay. So we'll just have to adjust with the field positions. Give your left leg a rest. Okay, that's a good cross. So cross. So the people in the right wing people can easily cross with their right foot. But if needed, he could shoot with his left, as you can see. We practiced that yesterday. So we're gonna give his left a rest because we practice every day anyway, so no need to push it. And there's no games anyway, so definitely no need to push. We're gonna be here again tomorrow because good cross. Because there's nothing else to do, and we're in the middle of a Omicron lockdown quarantine pandemic, so we might as well do something productive and constructive, and that's practicing football, the different positions. So we're practicing shooting, and if the shot is off too wide, then that's fine. I meant it to be a cross. So we're gonna rest his left leg and practice crossing and shooting with his right, so he can fulfill the right wing position also if he gets called to the right wing position. Okay, that would have been a good shot, except he hit the ball too low. The other problem with this side is because a lot of water collects over here because when the rain, and then this side what happens is the ground gets bumpy because the tractor puts these tire tracks there. Perfect. So that's shooting with his right. Shooting, so right wing shooting or cross with his right, which he can easily do. Most players can do that with their right foot, but he also has the option if he doesn't want to cross. If it's too many defenders here, he can cross that. So he's probably better off on the left wing position. So because if they need somebody who can shoot or cross with their left foot, so that's probably where he's going to be. They could fill him if they need a left wing, because they need a left wing that can shoot with his left foot. And so I told him to go slow on this part because there's a lot of bumps and ridges, like I said, because of the tire tracks causes those little imperfections in the ground. Okay, so that was too short. We have to emphasize either that or wide for the cross. So that's what our days are like during this Omicron pandemic quarantine lockdown. We're practicing our social distancing. I actually got my mask, so if anybody's interested, I got my mask out here just in case, but no need for it because we're isolated and nobody right now at this time preferred to just stay at home, which is good. Stay at home, and we'll be out here. We like it so much. Okay, good cross. We like it so much. We're gonna do this again tomorrow. Here we go. I try this at a different angle. So working on his right now, crossing and shooting with his right from this extreme angles. Good cross. That was a good cross. We're just getting him used to shooting from different angles at different parts of the field. So he'll know what to do once actual face-to-face practices and games start. Perfect. Nicely done. Because he'll find himself in the situation where he's going to be attacking and the defenders are going to push him. And if that's the open space, you attack it, and he'll know what to do even at that angle, because we're out here practicing. That's all. There's nothing to it. There's no secret formula. There's no magic scroll. This is it. Just repetition, muscle memory. Make your mistakes during practice so you learn from them. Make more from your mistakes. So if the touch is bad or the contact is bad, then correct it here. Perfect. Awesome. That's 2 shots in a row. So it's just the probability of increasing the odds of it going in versus going too high or too short. At least if it's wide, then at least his teammates can have an opportunity to head it in or kick it in. See if we go 3 in a row. Hat trick, hat trick, hat trick, hat trick, hat trick. Perfect. Good job. 3 in a row. Consistency. That's why you practice. So what if we don't have any natural talent? We can practice and be able to develop the talent needed. I don't think he's gonna. This one's gonna be a cross. I think this one's gonna be a cross. This one's gonna be a cross. Probably gonna be a cross. Let's see how they. Oh, let the camera roll here. Let's see if this is this fourth one. Cross. Good cross. Okay, let's get some water. So after his right leg gets tired, we're gonna have lunch, and then we're gonna go biking. I'm gonna use my mountain bike, and he's gonna do his running.